The massive screen in Earth Defense Force headquarters lit up with hundreds of red dots. Admiral James Walker stood before it, his weathered hands clasped behind his back. After 30 years of waiting, they had finally arrived. "Distance to the outer fleet?" he asked, his voice steady despite the tension in the room. 400 million kilometers in closing, sir," reported Lieutenant Tom Davis from his station. "They're moving faster than anything we've ever seen." The Admiral nodded. Humanity had prepared for this moment since they first intercepted alien communications 3 decades ago. Now, their preparations would be put to the test. "Alert all bases. Begin Operation Shield Wall," Walker ordered. Across the globe, hidden facilities hummed to life. Deep beneath the oceans, in mountain bunkers, and in secret orbital stations, Earth's defenders moved with practiced precision. The aliens didn't try to hide their approach. Their fleet of over 500 ships moved in a perfect formation, a display of power meant to awe and intimidate. They probably expected to find a primitive civilization, easy to conquer or frighten into submission. They were wrong. As the alien fleet entered the Mars orbit, Earth made its first move. Hundreds of stealth satellites, invisible to standard detection methods, activated their quantum scanning arrays. Every detail of the alien ships was recorded and analyzed by Earth's defense eye. The alien fleet slowed as it approached the moon. 3 smaller ships broke from the formation and moved toward Earth. The Admiral allowed himself a small smile. "Right on schedule." "Sir," Lieutenant Davis called out, "they're broadcasting on all frequencies, text and audio, translated into every major Earth language." "Put it through," Walker ordered. A deep voice filled the command center. "People of Earth, I am Lord Marcus of the Galactic Empire. Your world stands at the threshold of a great honor. The Empire offers you the chance to join our great civilization. Accept our rule, and you shall have access to the wonders of the galaxy. Resist, and face the consequences. You have 6 hours to respond." Admiral Walker pressed a button on his command console. "This is Admiral James Walker of the Earth Defense Force. On behalf of Earth's United Council, I welcome you to our solar system." There was a pause before Lord Marcus replied, his voice carrying a note of surprise. "You have a unified military force." "We do," Walker responded, "and we have been expecting you." The silence that followed was telling. Walker could almost picture the confusion on the alien lord's face. The Empire was used to finding divided worlds, easy to conquer through their usual tactics of offering advanced technology to one side over another. "Expecting us," Lord Marcus finally responded. "Impossible. Your world has shown no signs of advanced space technology." Walker nodded to his communications officer. "Activating planetary defense grid." Across Earth's orbit, thousands of previously invisible defense platforms shimmered into view. On the moon's surface, massive weapon arrays emerged from hidden bunkers. The Mars Defense Ring, humanity's greatest engineering achievement, powered up its quantum shield generators. "As you can see, Lord Marcus," Walker continued, "Earth is not the primitive world you expected to find. We have no interest in joining your empire. Our terms are simple. Earth and its solar system are off-limits to the Galactic Empire." The scanners showed increased energy readings from the alien ships. They were probably preparing their weapons. Walker wasn't worried. "This is unprecedented." Lord Marcus's voice had lost its smoothness. "No world has ever dared to reject the Empire's generous offer. Your defiance will be your undoing. We will make an example of." Walker cut the transmission with a gesture. "Launch defense probes. Show them what they're dealing with." Thousands of small, silvery spheres emerged from Earth's orbital platforms. They moved with impossible speed, surrounding the 3 alien ships in perfect formation. Each probe carried enough firepower to disable a battleship, using technology the Empire had never encountered. "Sir," Lieutenant Davis reported, "the alien ships are powering down their weapons. They're retreating to their main fleet." Admiral Walker watched the red dots on the screen move back. This was just the beginning. The Empire wouldn't give up easily, but Earth was ready. Humanity had spent 30 years preparing for this moment, and they weren't about to bow down to anyone. "Send word to all commands," Walker ordered. "Defense Plan Delta is now in effect. The Empire has made their choice. Now they'll learn why you don't threaten Earth." Dr. Emma Reed walked through the hidden lunar base, her footsteps echoing in the metal corridor. 30 years of secrets were about to come out. Behind her, large screens showed the Imperial fleet holding position near Mars, their ships like angry wasps against the black of space. She entered the main lab, where hundreds of scientists worked at their stations. This was humanity's best-kept secret, the true heart of Earth's defense program. The room held technology that would shock even the Empire's best engineers. "Status report," she called out to her team. Bill White, her lead engineer, looked up from his computer. "The quantum shields are running at full power, Dr. Reed. All 30 years of work, finally being put to use." Emma nodded, remembering the day that changed everything. She had been just a young scientist when they caught the first alien signal. The message wasn't meant for Earth. It was Imperial ships talking about conquering a nearby star system. But that accident had given Earth the warning it needed. "Show me the old recording," she told Bill. The main screen lit up with the video from 30 years ago. The grainy footage showed a small research station in Antarctica. Young Emma was there, working late at night, when her instruments picked up the alien transmission. Instead of panicking, Earth's leaders had made a bold choice. They would prepare in secret. "Look how far we've come," Bill said, pointing to their current defenses displayed on another screen. From catching one alien message to building all this, the lunar base was just the start. Under the surface of Mars, huge factories worked day and night. The asteroid belt held hidden shipyards. Earth had used these 30 years well, all while making sure the Empire thought they were just a primitive planet. Emma's computer beeped. "Imperial ships are scanning the moon again," she announced. "They still can't see through our cloaking shield." That was their biggest advantage. The Empire's ships used standard scanning technology, but Earth had developed something completely different. While the Empire looked for radio waves and heat signatures, Earth's technology worked on the quantum level. "Dr. Reed," called out Mary Jones from the monitoring station, "we're picking up Imperial communications. Their spies on Earth just reported back." Emma rushed to Mary's station. The decoded message appeared on the screen. "Earth's military power far exceeds initial estimates. They have technology we've never seen. Recommend immediate action." "They're starting to understand," Emma said, "but they still don't know everything." She walked to the massive window overlooking the lunar surface. Hidden gun batteries and shield generators stretched for miles. Earth had built all this while the Empire wasn't watching. Every time their ships passed by the solar system, they saw nothing but a normal planet with basic space technology. "Status of the barrier project?" she asked. Bill brought up the system's display. Around Earth, thousands of satellites formed an invisible web. Each one carried quantum technology that could stop Imperial ships from using their faster-than-light drives. If the Empire attacked, they would find themselves trapped. "All systems green," Bill reported. "Earth is ready." Emma thought about Admiral Walker up in Earth Defense Command. He would handle the fighting if it came to that. Her job was to make sure Earth's defenses stayed strong. A new alert flashed on the main screen. The Imperial fleet was moving. "They're splitting into attack formation," Mary reported. "Looks like they're done talking." Emma straightened her lab coat. "Send word to all science teams. Begin full power-up sequence for all defense systems. The Empire's about to learn that Earth doesn't stand alone. We stand ready." Across the solar system, hidden bases and defense platforms powered up. 30 years of preparation were about to be tested. The Empire thought they were dealing with a primitive world that got lucky with a few advanced weapons. They were wrong. "One more thing," Emma said to her team. Send the signal to wake up our AI systems. If they want to see what Earth can do, let's show them everything. The Empire was about to learn that the quiet planet they had ignored for so long had teeth. Very, very sharp teeth. Captain Robert Stone sat in the cockpit of his stealth ship Ghost, watching the Imperial fleet move into attack position. From his hidden spot near Mars' largest moon, he could see 50 warships breaking away from the main fleet. "This is Ghost to Earth Command," he said into his radio. "Enemy ships are moving exactly as predicted." Admiral Walker's voice came through clearly. "Understood, Ghost. Stay hidden and wait for my signal." The Empire had never lost a battle in 1,000 years. They always used the same attack plan. Strike hard and fast to show their power. But this time, they were flying straight into a trap. "All ships, power weapons." Lord Marcus's voice boomed across all channels. He wanted Earth to hear him. "Let us show these humans the price of defiance." The Imperial ships fired their main weapons. Huge beams of energy shot toward Earth, lighting up space like new suns. Lord Marcus probably expected to see cities burning. Instead, he saw something impossible. Earth's quantum shields flickered to life. The Imperial weapons hit the shield and simply disappeared. There was no explosion, no damage. The energy was absorbed completely. "Impossible," Lord Marcus shouted over the command channel. "All ships, fire again. Full power." Captain Stone smiled as he watched the Empire waste their energy. His ship's computer showed him what was happening. Earth's shields were actually using the Empire's attacks to grow stronger. "Ghost Leader, you have permission to begin Operation Phantom," Admiral Walker ordered. "Show them what your ship can do." "With pleasure, sir," Stone replied. He pressed the button that activated Ghost's special systems. The ship's quantum drives hummed to life, using technology that Dr. Reed had developed specially for this mission. The Ghost moved forward, still completely invisible to Imperial sensors. 9 more stealth ships joined him, each one carrying Earth's most advanced AI warfare systems. "All Phantom Squad ships, execute attack pattern Delta," Stone commanded. His squad split up, each ship targeting a different Imperial vessel. The Empire's mighty warships never saw them coming. The Ghost slipped right through their shields. Another thing Dr. Reed's quantum technology made possible. Stone's targeting computer locked onto the nearest Imperial ship, releasing nanoswarms, he reported. Tiny clouds of microscopic robots sprayed from his ship. They looked like silver mist in space, but each nanobot was a highly advanced machine. They passed through the Imperial ship's hull like it wasn't there, then began their work. One by one, Imperial ships began losing power. Their weapons went dead. Their engines shut down. The nanoswarms were reprogramming their systems from the inside. "What sorcery is this?" Lord Marcus screamed over the command channel. "Our shields are useless. We've lost contact with 20 ships already." Stone moved his ship toward the Imperial command vessel. He could see panic spreading through the enemy fleet. Ships were trying to retreat, but Earth's quantum field prevented them from jumping to light speed. "This is Earth Defense Command." Admiral Walker's voice rang out to all ships. "Your fleet is now disabled. Your weapons are offline. Your engines are under our control. Do you wish to discuss surrender terms?" The silence that followed was broken only by static. Stone watched through his view screen as more Imperial ships went dark. His nanoswarms had done their job perfectly, disabling the enemy without killing anyone. Finally, Lord Marcus spoke again. His voice had lost all its pride. This is impossible. No world has this kind of technology. The Empire has ruled space for 1,000 years. "Not anymore," Admiral Walker replied. "Earth is not like the other worlds you've conquered. Leave our solar system now, and we'll let your ships go. Stay, and we'll show you even more of our capabilities." The Imperial ships that could still move began turning around. Stone watched them retreat, their formation broken, their power gone. Earth's first major space battle was over, and they hadn't lost a single person. "Ghost to command," Stone reported. "Enemy fleet is retreating. Mission accomplished." But as he watched the Imperial ships limp away, Stone knew this wasn't over. The Empire would be back, and next time they would bring everything they had. But that was fine. Earth still had plenty of surprises waiting. Operation Thunderbolt began at exactly midnight Earth time. Admiral Walker stood in the command center, watching as 500 Earth ships appeared from their hidden bases across the solar system. Years of secret construction were finally revealed. "All ships report ready," Lieutenant Davis announced. "The Empire's fleet is still regrouping near Jupiter." "Begin Phase 1, Walker ordered. On the main screen, blue dots representing Earth's ships moved forward in perfect formation. The time for hiding was over. In her lunar base lab, Dr. Reed activated her newest weapon. "Quantum communication blocker is online," she reported through the command link. "The Imperial fleet won't be able to talk to each other." The Empire's mighty fleet had doubled in size since their first defeat, but they still didn't understand what they were fighting. Their ships tried to form a defensive line as Earth's forces approached. Captain Stone led the attack from the Ghost, now commanding a full squadron of stealth ships. Enemy ships detected. They're trying to coordinate their defense, but the quantum blocker is working. They can't communicate. The Empire's fleet split into confused groups as their communication systems failed. Each ship could only talk to others nearby, making it impossible to organize their massive fleet. "Launch the nanoswarms," Walker commanded. Thousands of silver clouds shot from Earth's ships. But these weren't the same nanobots from the first battle. Dr. Reed had made them better. Much better. "Sir," Stone reported, excitement in his voice, "the new swarms are working perfectly. Imperial ships are not just shutting down. They're being reprogrammed to follow our commands." One by one, Imperial warships began turning their weapons against their own fleet. The Empire's mighty armada fell into chaos as they couldn't tell which ships were still on their side. Lord Marcus's voice crackled through the emergency channel, filled with rage. "What kind of demons are you humans? No species has ever turned our own ships against us." Admiral Walker allowed himself a small smile. "We're not demons, Lord Marcus. We're just better prepared than you expected. Earth has been ready for this fight for 30 years. The battle unfolded like a well-rehearsed dance. Earth's ships moved in perfect coordination, guided by AI systems that could think 1,000 times faster than organic crews. Imperial ships either surrendered, fled, or fell under control of the nanoswarms." From her lab, Dr. Reed watched the quantum scanners. "Admiral, I'm detecting energy buildup in the remaining Imperial ships. They're trying to activate their jump drives." "Not today," Walker replied. "Activate the dimensional anchors." Hidden devices around the solar system powered up. The Empire's faster-than-light drives sparked and died. They were trapped in normal space, exactly where Earth wanted them. Captain Stone's voice came through. "Sir, we're detecting massive energy readings from the Imperial flagship. They're charging some kind of super weapon." "Perfect," Walker said. "Just as we hoped. Dr. Reed, are you ready?" "Energy collectors online," she replied. "Let them fire. We'll use their own power against them." Lord Marcus must have heard their transmission. "You're bluffing. Nothing can stop the Planet Breaker cannon. Nothing." The Imperial flagship fired its ultimate weapon, a beam of pure energy, powerful enough to crack a planet, shot toward Earth. For a moment, it lit up the entire solar system. But when it hit Earth's quantum shields, something amazing happened. The shields didn't just block the beam. They caught it, channeled it, and sent it back out in 1,000 smaller beams. Each beam struck an Imperial ship with surgical precision, overloading their systems. Within seconds, half the remaining Imperial fleet was drifting powerless in space. "Status report," Walker called out. 80% of enemy ships disabled or under our control," Lieutenant Davis reported. "The rest are surrendering. No casualties on either side." That was the most important part. Earth had won without killing anyone. The Empire's sailors would go home with an important message. Earth wasn't just powerful, it was merciful. "Sir," Stone reported, "we're picking up transmissions from other star systems. Word of our victory is spreading. 3 systems have already declared independence from the Empire." Walker nodded. This was just the beginning. Earth hadn't just won a battle. They had shown the galaxy that the Empire wasn't invincible. "Send word to all ships," he ordered. "Phase 2 begins now. It's time to help others win their freedom too." The warning came at dawn. Earth's long-range sensors detected something massive emerging from hyperspace near Saturn. This wasn't just another fleet. It was the Empire's legendary planet killer, a moon-sized battle station that had destroyed a dozen worlds. Admiral Walker called an emergency meeting in the command center. Dr. Reed's hologram flickered beside him, while Captain Stone joined through a secure channel from his patrol near Mars. "They brought their biggest weapon," Walker said, pointing to the massive station on the screen. "This is what we've been waiting for." Dr. Reed nodded. "The quantum sensors are picking up energy readings far beyond anything we've seen. That station could crack Earth like an egg, if we let them get close enough," Stone added. His face showed no fear, only determination. The Empire's remaining fleets gathered around the planet killer. Lord Marcus's voice boomed across all channels, attempting to sound confident despite his previous defeats. "People of Earth, behold the true power of the Empire. Surrender now, or watch your world burn." Walker pressed a button, opening a channel to all Earth forces. "Execute Operation Diamond Shield." This is not a drill. Across the solar system, hidden structures began to move. Massive rings rose from beneath Mars' surface. The moon's secret bases opened to reveal giant energy collectors. Thousands of quantum satellites shifted into new positions. "Dimensional anchors at full power," Dr. Reed reported. "They won't escape this time." The planet killer moved forward, its weapon ports glowing with deadly energy. Around it, 10,000 Imperial ships formed an attack wall. They had brought everything, hoping to overwhelm Earth's defenses through sheer numbers. "They're starting their attack run," Stone reported from the Ghost. "Main weapon charging. Energy levels are off the charts." Walker's voice remained calm. "Dr. Reed, activate the mirror shield." The quantum satellites around Earth linked together, creating a new kind of shield. This wasn't just a barrier. It was a massive energy mirror, designed to reflect any attack back at the sender. Lord Marcus didn't know that, of course. The planet killer fired its main weapon, a beam of pure destruction that could shatter worlds. The Empire's leaders watched confidently, expecting to see Earth crack apart. Instead, they saw something impossible. The beam hit Earth's shield and split into 1,000 smaller beams, each one targeting an Imperial ship. Within seconds, hundreds of ships lost power and began drifting in space. "Impossible," Lord Marcus shouted. "Fire again." Full power. The planet killer charged its weapon again. This time, Earth was ready for something bigger. "Now, Dr. Reed," Walker commanded. Dr. Reed activated her newest invention, the dimensional anchor web. As the planet killer fired, the web caught its energy beam in mid-flight. The beam froze in space, trapped between dimensions. "Energy capture successful," she reported, beginning power transfer. The frozen beam slowly changed color, from angry red to cool blue. Earth's quantum technology was converting the planet killer's destructive energy into pure power. "All ships, attack pattern Omega," Walker ordered. Earth's fleet moved in perfect formation. The Imperial ships tried to stop them, but their weapons were useless against the advanced quantum shields. Captain Stone led the Ghost Squadron straight toward the planet killer's main reactor. "Target locked," Stone reported, launching Special Package, a single missile shot from the Ghost. It carried a new kind of nanoswarm, designed specifically for this moment. The swarm passed through the planet killer's shields like they weren't there. Inside the massive station, The nanobots began their work. Systems shut down. Weapons went offline. The mighty planet killer, pride of the Empire, turned dark. Lord Marcus's voice shook with rage and fear. "What have you done?" "We've taken control of your planet, killer," Walker replied calmly. "Just like we'll take control of any weapon you bring against us. The Empire's time of bullying other worlds is over." The remaining Imperial ships began to retreat, but the dimensional anchors held them in place. Earth had caught the Empire's entire attack force in one giant trap. "Send the message," Walker ordered. "Tell every system in the galaxy what happened here today. The Empire is not invincible. Earth stands ready to help anyone who wants to be free." The battle was over, but the real war was just beginning. The galaxy was about to change forever. News of the planet killer's defeat spread across the galaxy like wildfire. Dr. Reed watched hundreds of dots light up on the galactic map in her lunar lab, each one representing a world declaring independence from the Empire. "Another system has broken free," she reported to Admiral Walker. "The Centaur colonies have kicked out their Imperial governors. That makes 50 worlds in just 1 week." The Empire was falling apart faster than anyone had expected. On the main screen, she could see Captain Stone's fleet helping yet another rebellion. The Ghost and its sister ships had become symbols of hope across the galaxy. "Dr. Reed," Bill shouted from his station, "I found something in the Imperial database we captured. You need to see this right away." She rushed to his computer. As she read the files, her eyes widened. "Get me Admiral Walker immediately. He needs to know this." In Earth Defense Command, Walker received the emergency call. "What have you found, Doctor?" "The Empire's secret," she said, her voice tight with anger. "They didn't build their technology. They stole it. Every advance, every weapon, all taken from worlds they conquered. They kept the original worlds isolated so no one would know the truth." Walker's face hardened. "Broadcast this evidence to every world in the galaxy. Let them all see what the Empire really is." The response was immediate. Hundreds more worlds rose up against their Imperial masters. The Empire's own soldiers began deserting, disgusted by the truth. Captain Stone led a coalition fleet of rebel ships toward the Empire's main shipyards. His Ghost squadron had trained crews from 20 different worlds in Earth's advanced tactics. "All ships, form up," he ordered. "Remember your training. Their weapons can't hurt us as long as we stay in formation." The Imperial shipyards were supposedly the most heavily defended position in the galaxy, but they had never faced anything like this combined fleet. Ships from dozens of freed worlds, all protected by Earth's quantum shields, all armed with nanoswarm weapons. "Begin the attack," Stone commanded. The battle was brief but spectacular. Imperial defenses, once thought invincible, fell in minutes. The quantum shields blocked every shot, while the nanoswarms turned the Empire's own weapons against them. Back on Earth, Dr. Reed made another discovery in the captured files. "Admiral, look at these readings. The Empire's core worlds. They're building something big. Really big." Walker studied the data. "They're desperate. Ready to risk everything on one final attack." "Good. We're ready for them." Messages poured in from across the galaxy. More worlds asking for help. More Imperial crews surrendering. More people choosing freedom over tyranny. "Sir," Lieutenant Davis reported, "the rebel fleet has taken the Imperial shipyards. Captain Stone reports minimal casualties on both sides." That was Earth's way. Win without destroying, defeat without killing. It was a lesson the galaxy was learning quickly. Dr. Reed's quantum sensors suddenly lit up with warnings. "Admiral, massive energy readings from the Empire's home system. They're gathering everything they have left. This will be their final stand." Walker nodded. "Send word to all allied worlds. The final battle is coming. Earth will stand with anyone who chooses to fight for freedom." The response surprised even him. Ships arrived from hundreds of worlds, forming the largest fleet the galaxy had ever seen. Former Imperial crews fought alongside the rebels they once hunted. Earth had united the galaxy against the Empire. "All fleets report ready," Davis announced. "They're waiting for your command." Walker looked at the massive fleet gathered around Earth. This was what the Empire had never understood. Real power didn't come from conquering others. It came from helping them stand on their own. "Send the message to all ships," he ordered. "Tell them it's time. The Empire falls today." Dr. Reed's voice came through, strong and clear. "The quantum shields are ready. Earth stands with all free worlds." Captain Stone's Ghost led the massive fleet into formation. "All ships ready. Admiral, the galaxy fights as one today." The greatest space battle in history was about to begin. Earth had started as one world standing against an empire. Now it led an alliance of free worlds, united in the cause of freedom. Walker gave the final order. "All ships, prepare for light speed. We end this today." The final battle was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. 10,000 ships from free worlds faced the Empire's last fleet above their capital world. Earth's quantum shields protected them all, creating a blue glow that stretched across space. Admiral Walker stood at his command post, watching history unfold. "All fleets, begin the attack. Remember, we disable, not destroy. Show them why Earth's way is better." Captain Stone led the first wave in the Ghost, leading ships from 100 different worlds. "Ghost Squadron, launch nanoswarms. Target their command systems only." The Empire had gathered everything they had left, 50,000 ships around their throne world. They expected a brutal battle. Instead, they got a lesson in Earth's way of fighting. Dr. Reed's voice came through the command channel. "Quantum disruptors ready. Admiral, the Empire won't be able to use their stolen technology anymore." As the battle began, the Empire's weapons suddenly stopped working. Dr. Reed's invention was shutting down every piece of stolen technology. Imperial ships drifted helpless in space, their stolen power cores going dark. "This is Earth Defense Command to all Imperial forces," Walker announced. "Your weapons are disabled. Your shields are down. Surrender, and you'll be treated fairly." Lord Marcus's voice shook with rage on the emergency channel. "We ruled the galaxy for 1,000 years. We will not surrender to primitives." "You never ruled," Walker replied calmly. "You only stole and bullied. Today that ends." The battle turned into something no one expected. A rescue mission. Earth's ships, along with their allies, began saving Imperial crews from their powerless vessels. The Empire's mighty fleet was defeated without a single death. In her lunar lab, Dr. Reed made one final discovery. "Admiral, I found their technology vault. Everything they stole from every world. We can give it all back." Captain Stone's Ghost led a team into the Imperial Palace itself. They found the Emperor's throne room empty. The rulers had fled, leaving their empire to crumble. "Earth Defense Command," Stone reported. "The Imperial capital is secured. Their leaders are gone, but we found something better. Their entire database of stolen knowledge." Admiral Walker smiled. "Send word to all free worlds. Everything the Empire took will be returned. Every world will get back what was stolen from them." The next few days were filled with celebration across the galaxy. The Empire that had ruled through fear for 1,000 years had fallen. Not through destruction, but through Earth's way. Superior preparation, advanced technology, and mercy. 1 week later, representatives from all free worlds gathered on Earth for a historic meeting. Admiral Walker stood before them in the Great Assembly Hall. "Today marks a new beginning," he announced. "Earth never wanted an empire. We want partners, equals, friends." Dr. Reed presented her findings to the gathered leaders. "With the combined knowledge of all our worlds, we can achieve things the Empire never dreamed of. Not through conquest, but through cooperation." The Free Systems Alliance was born that day. Every world would keep its independence, but they would work together, share knowledge, help each other grow. Captain Stone, standing with crews from 100 worlds, raised his hand in a salute. "To freedom, he said, and to Earth, who showed us the way. In the years that followed, the galaxy changed. The Empire's stolen technology was returned to its rightful owners. Earth's quantum science combined with knowledge from other worlds, creating wonders no single civilization could have achieved alone. Admiral Walker stood in his office one last time before retirement, looking at the stars through his window. "Computer, final log entry," he said. 30 years ago, Earth heard the Empire coming and chose to prepare in secret. Today, we've helped create something better than an empire. A galaxy of free worlds, working together. We didn't just win a war. We showed the galaxy a better way. Dr. Reed's quantum technologies spread throughout the Alliance, powering a new age of exploration and discovery. Captain Stone trained a new generation of pilots from every world, teaching them Earth's methods of winning without destroying. And Earth became known across the galaxy not as the world that defeated an empire, but as the world that freed the galaxy. Not through conquest, but through preparation, innovation, and mercy. The stars shone brighter that night as ships from 100 worlds flew freely through space. The age of empires was over. The age of freedom had begun.